The community of Rustenburg is up in arms. A young woman, a student in her third year of education at the Northwest University, a school teacher at her previous high school, a daughter and a friend was brutally killed by her boyfriend. Onalenna Selebogo was stabbed 3 times on her neck until she died by her boyfriend, who is a nurse at a local hospital, Walter Tshehla. After stabbing her, Walter allegedly wrapped her up in a duvet. Then panicked, he ran away from his flat, leaving her dead body, and then he handed himself over to the police. Onalenna was only 21 years old, and this is her tragic story. Welcome to True Crime Julia. My name is Julia, and here we do our best to bring you true crime stories from South Africa. Today's case is one that is relatively new. We don't have much information or details about what led to this tragedy, but thank God the suspect was arrested. He is currently appearing in court, so hopefully we will know more once the case is on trial. So likewise, please also do your own research. The case is well covered in the media. So in this report, we are working on allegations as the court has not yet ruled or proven anything. So let's get into it. South Africa has witnessed far too many tragedies where young women's lives are cut short by the same people who claim to love them. One such heartbreaking story is this one of Onalenna Selebogo, a bright and ambitious student at the Northwest University, whose future was stolen in the most brutal way at the hands of her boyfriend, Walter Tshehla. Let's take you inside the story of love, betrayal, and murder. Onalenna was born in 2004 at Bokeng in Rustenburg. She was relatively a good child growing up. She was raised by her grandmother, who says that Onalenna was a good child. She says she was very helpful around the house. She helped her with chores. She took care of her and helped her learn how to use a new smartphone. She finished her matric at Lady High School, this before going ahead to pursue a Bachelor of Education degree at the Northwest University. Friends at school described her as someone with big dreams. They said she was hardworking, they said she was kind-hearted and focused on her studies. Her family and friends admired her determination and often spoke about how she carried herself with quiet confidence. Onalenna was the kind of young woman who had the world at her feet, until her path crossed with the man who would ultimately end her life. According to reports, at first, Walter appeared to be the loving and caring boyfriend, but at some point or as time went by, those close to the couple began to notice troubling signs. Walter's grip on Onalenna grew tighter, isolating her from some friends. Like many cases of intimate partner violence, the red flags were there, but often ignored or downplayed. What started as love soon turned into a toxic and dangerous relationship. On August 3, 2025, tragedy struck. The couple was at a flat on Damienhof in Rustenburg. An argument between the two spiraled out of control. In a moment of violence and rage, Walter attacked Onalenna. It is not yet clear what sparked the fight, but Walter allegedly stabbed Onalenna 3 times on her neck, and she died. Her body was found next to a fridge covered with a duvet. He was allegedly trying to get rid of her body when he covered it with the duvet, but he panicked and decided to leave her there and run away. When Onalenna was found, Walter was nowhere to be found. A case of murder was opened and a manhunt for him was launched. Walter then handed himself over to the police. News of Onalenna's death spread quickly across the university community, leaving students and staff in shock. The idea that a young woman's life could be so violently ended by the man she trusted left everyone devastated. Walter made his first appearance in court on August 18, 2025. The matter was postponed, and during his second appearance, he abandoned his bail application. During his court appearance, Rustenburg Magistrate Court was packed. Gender-based violence activists, political parties, fellow students, friends, and Onalenna's family were all in court. Walter is scheduled for his next court appearance in the same court on 30 October. He remains in police custody.
Onalenna Selebogo ke mo godisitse ke ntse ke na le nako gae ke bone ka jeko gore khota e tsamaile yang mara ke tsama bua botlhoko ka di lawyera tse di ebelelang di rapist le babolai ba tse ba bona gore se ke case motho o bolaile motho e be ba tsama ba mo kopela teng ya 1000 rand gore gore bophelo ba bona ke bo worth 1000 rand ka bokgoretsa marinya tšhiwa ka teng ke re le bontate ba re nyatsa ka teng ga teng kgwedi ya GBV ke batlo bona gore go diragala ka kgwedi ya GBV e ba re ba fa respect otlhe go bomme ba ke bona ba tla ba protecta but they are not doing that. We just celebrate it ka bolomo a gona sepe se se diriwa le ke relo tse di yana o ka re ka tlhagela bona di lawyera tse di a tlhagela bona ba botlhe ba ba tshwere case ba bona 1000 rand good le even yana mo president o ka re ka ile rotha se so kwa teng a bana ba ba oversee or ba ka kwa o ka re ka ile rotha ka o eletsa kgwedi ya GBV ba re sa di nothing ke bona gore le polisa le le ka go lwanela ona ke bona gore nalwa ka tsotlhe lawyer re yone lwela go ntsha motho mo tenare wa bona gore re khabile motho ga 5 what is that tsana o tsetse se diragala e re tla utlwa ko teng gore ga e fela case tla fela itse ka gore le ga botshibona ka 30 years bona ka se go bona is no more but kwa tlo bona justice for bana ba ba tlo golang ba ba tlo bona ba se ko ba le mo di cases tse tla re bona ra bona tla ba bereke justice system ya rona is really we are not happy at all.
Dumelang, nna ka dina ke nna ne Matshego ke tlega ke le go peeletso setšhabeng development mona mo Rustenburg in the Bojanala district re mo Rustenburg High Court go tla go supporta case ya ona jaaka re itse e ne e le mosadi yo tlhekefeditsweng under gender-based violence and femicide o boleilwe ke molekane wa gagwe so ka jeko re ne re tlile re tlo supporta the family re kgone re bone le the outcomes tsa case gore di tsamaya jang so rona re le bapeeletso setšhabeng we are here to support the family and to make sure gore kgetsi ya bone e tsamaiswa ka maliba le ka molao le ka mokgwa o tshwanetse case ya gender-based violence e tsamaiswa.
Onalenna's family held a dignified funeral service for her. She was laid to rest on 16 August 2025. However, the fight for her justice continues. Students from Northwest University held vigils demanding justice for Onalenna and calling for stronger measures to protect women from gender-based violence. Once again, South Africans were reminded of the ongoing crisis of femicide. The murder of Onalenna Selebogo is not just a story about one woman. It is the story of countless women across South Africa who live in fear, trapped in circles of abuse and violence. Her name joins a long list of victims whose lives were stolen by men who claimed to love them. It highlights the urgent need for society to confront toxic masculinity, control, and the dangers of ignoring the warning signs of abusive relationships. Thank you for watching. If you or someone you know is in an abusive relationship, please reach out for help. You are not alone. Stay safe, and I will see you on the next one.